Ready? Darren, are you ready?
I'm ready.
It's called to order the meeting of the City of Washington, Missouri Board of Adjustment for Monday, July 28th, 2025. Roll call, please.
Gwen Montal.
Here.
Samantha Wacker.
Here.
Jason Pillman.
Here.
Kevin Creedy.
Here.
Mark Scornia.
Here.
Darren Lamb.
Here.
Mark Piantek.
Will you all join me in a pledge of allegiance? I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Have you all received minutes from July 9th?
Yes.
June 9th. Anyone have any questions or changes?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, any opposed? Okay, next up, we're on file number 254707. Will you read that?
Yep, I can go ahead and cover it. So the applicants are requesting to go ahead and they've proposed to subdivide what's commonly known out there as the Taco Bell off of Washington Square subdivision. That had been previously unsubdivided. It had been part of a larger lot with various retail and those types of uses on there. So in doing so, your zoning code does require in section 435 that a fire lane has to be identified and it must meet the code of 26 foot in width. And so in utilizing what's the existing infrastructure that's there, the fire department has reviewed this along with planning and engineering. And essentially what's being utilized is the street that goes through, or for lack of a better word, it's not technically a city street, but it's the access easement that goes through there that identifies it's about 21 point something, a little over 21 feet. And the length of that variance is about for approximately 150 feet. So your zoning code requires 26, it's only 21 feet that's there, but the fire department's reviewed this. They do not have any issues with granting the variance down to 21 feet. One point, I've talked with Chief Frankenberg about this. I mean, this is, previously they put the 26-foot fire lane within your zoning code. It is already identified in the fire code as well. But previous administration, or at least with the chief, I think previous chief always wanted it carried over in the zoning code as well. So it doesn't give Tim unilateral, he can't just go ahead and say, no, 21 is fine. When it's in the zoning code, it takes the Board of Adjustment to go ahead and grant the variance. I've even talked to Tim about the possibility of removing this from the zoning code so that he's got that, latitude to go ahead and make those changes based out of the fire code. But that'd be for another day. But today, they want to move forward with the subdivision, and they would like to go ahead and propose a 21-foot fire lane rather than a 26-foot.
Okay, does anyone here want to speak for it?
Steve Kinzel on behalf of Missouri Fiesta Properties. This Taco Bell has been owned by John Maroney from day one when this subdivision, or when the shopping center opened. And all we're trying to do, he's tried for a long time to be able to own the property rather than continue to pay rent for the rest of his career, and his son now. So when we had this carved off, there was initially a request that the fire lane be put on the Highway 47 side of the building. And when I met with Tim and said, that doesn't look to me like the way you would really take a fire truck, he said, well, no, we'd go on the other side. We'd go on the road as it exists. And he said, we've been managing this for 40 years. What's the big deal? I said, it's technicalities. We're jumping through the hoops that we got to jump through. And I think he said it in front of the Planning and Zoning Commission here 2 weeks ago. he said, look, the reality of it is, we're gonna put that truck wherever we wanna put that truck, whatever needs to be done to get the building under control and fire. And he said, we can do it. He said the international code, I think he said, is 22. Washington made it 26. Mark would know that rather than me, maybe. But the bottom line is that we're not going to be able to get the shopping center to move those parking curbs for that drive lane, but it's more than sufficient for the fire truck. So Tim had no problem with it. He actually appeared before Planning and Zoning and personally endorsed it, and I suspect he probably will if it passes here next week up at the city council. So, you know, no change in ownership. It's been him from day one. It's going to continue to be him. It's going to go down probably to his son after him, and this is his crown jewel. It's the first one he did. It's one that we had to go through a lawsuit with a partner who was a bad actor and unfortunately a lawyer that was his partner. And that's quite the story, and so this is his baby for sure. So at some point, he will more than likely be forced by Taco Bell to upgrade, and we'll be back in front of Planning and Zoning to get those plans approved and that sort of thing. In today's world, you don't need as much seating area because that's not what the public is doing anymore. They're doing the kiosk thing and the call-in thing and the mobile pickup and all that sort of thing. So at the end of the day, he'll actually need less parking spaces. We have a pretty involved cross-parking agreement. We've got a cross-easement agreement to protect him so he can get out to 47 and 100. And all of those conditions were put on by the city building code. We're going to comply with all of those. So we're just jumping through our hoops here every couple of weeks, and I'm happy to answer anything, but there's, in fact, I thank you for coming up here. I'm a little embarrassed that we have to make you come up here, but you guys get the big money, so what can I say?
Wait,
But I'm happy to answer any questions that anybody might have.
Y'all have any questions?
No.
I don't have any.
Okay,
All right,
thank
thank
you,
you.
Mr.
Thanks, Steve.
Gensel. Is anyone here in opposition of this? No. Okay.
I'll just make a comment for the minutes. This is no way an endorsement of a narrower
Right.
fire
Right.
lane. However, this is helping folks out of an existing situation.
I agree with that. That's what my fear was, that this would be a new thing for us.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Just note it that it's an exception and not an endorsement.
It seems to be a pretty fact-specific request, and not, I would agree with that as well. So given that, I would make a motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, Darren, do you want to read it, or Gina, do you want
I
to?
can read it.
Who reads?
Whereas the board does find and determine that the property in question located at 777 Washington Square is within the city limits of the city of Washington and is located in a C2 General Commercial Zoning District, and whereas City Code Section 435.010A, fire lane width and construction, all fire lanes shall be at least 26 feet in width and shall be built with an asphalt, concrete, or other approved driving surface capable of supporting the imposed load of fire apparatus weighing at least 80,000 pounds, maximum grade of 10%, and dead-end access in excess of 150 feet shall have approved turnaround. Whereas the applicant is requesting a variance from the 26 feet fire lane width requirement, now therefore be it resolved that the request to allow for the use of a 21-foot wide fire lane is hereby granted, provided that all of the ordinances and regulations of the city of Washington are met. City engineer is hereby directed to proceed with the floodplain development. Oh, that shouldn't read that like that. Should proceed with such structure as described in accordance with the resolution of this decision. Jason Palin.
Yes.
Kevin Creedy.
Yes.
Gwen Monell.
Yes.
Mark Scornia.
Aye.
Samantha Wacker.
Yes.
There you go.
All have approved. Anyone want to end this meeting?
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you
There
all.
go. Thank you.
Thanks, Steve.
Best wishes. Got it. With my 10-cent pen that I always lose, right? like, you know what, I know I'm gonna lose them, just use cheap ones.
You guys always love it.
Yes. We're gonna take a wash on these things for a while. Yeah, what happened to our months of vacation?
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Hey, guys.